intention that I've got for tonight to be about raising our frequency into light feels quite appropriate. And I should say that every time I do one of these, I always work with an intention that I'm working with myself, because I feel it's really important as a healer, a therapist, anyone who's working with people and serving and holding space, to really feel that we're connected to what's happening for us, not because we're kind of offloading or we're just thinking about ourselves, but because as a healer, when you're really connected to the energies, when you're working with the light, it is also very much about being connected to everybody else as well, being connected to that collective consciousness. So, when we were working with that karmic contract clearing, that was something I was working with that week. Last week, when we were looking at the physical, I was feeling quite tired after moving house, and I was getting loads of emails from people saying they were feeling physically aches and pains. So that's why we did that. And then this week, looking at this sort of like this raising the frequency into light, is very much about what I'm trying to work with at the moment. And I know a lot of people are working with at the moment, having a lot of challenges around dark energy. And it's something we don't like to think about or talk about, because it's not very nice. Toxic people, toxic energy within ourselves. It's not always something we project out and say it's everybody else that's toxic. Sometimes it's us. We have to face that. We can be going through stuff that's difficult as well. Negative people, and also you cannot have light without dark. And dark isn't something to be afraid of. We are, of course, because in our society we don't have those rituals and ceremonies anymore that take us through that process of connecting to those dark energies and how to deal with them. So when anything dark comes into our own lives personally, we can feel quite freaked out about it. But we have to remember that dark is there to teach us. That's what I've been learning recently, with my own sort of shadow work and my own healing and energy work, is that darkness is there to teach us, because if it's all light all the time, we're not learning anything, are we? So those dark energies that come in, those challenges, those toxic people, those players that come in and bring toxicity into our lives, and you're just like, whoa, how did I attract this? I don't know if we do that, attract it. I think it's just that it exists, darkness exists, and it teaches us what needs to be healed inside ourselves. We can't stop darkness, we can't change darkness, we can't push it away. It's going to come. We're going to have to accept that it's going to come. But when it does, we can start to look, what is that teaching me? What's coming up for me? What am I feeling? Is there trauma that I need to release? Is there old emotional baggage that this is triggering that I need to release? Do I just need to understand better that, life isn't perfect? There's so many elements to what darkness can teach us. So I think that's what my intention is for you all tonight, tonight is going to be quite different in that there's not going to be a lot of participation needed. I'm going to be doing a lot more time where I'm literally just working with it, because I want to really get in to the energy and start to work with the geometries to raise your frequency, because that's the best way that we can eliminate and remove those toxic negative energies that we pick up in life from ourselves, is to stay in light and to work hard with our own spiritual practices and our own shadow work. So that's what tonight's all about. So come and get comfortable, come and lie down. Have a blanket handy, lots of cushions. Take your time, no rush to get ready. Make sure you're going to be undisturbed, so turning everything off. Good. You've got a moment to run and grab anything that you need last minute. So feel free to just take another need it to just run and grab anything. Okay. So just gently closing your eyes and starting to focus to your breath. Trying to let go of any busyness in the mind. And if the introduction I've just given there about what we're doing, if your mind started to focus into areas of your life that are very dark perhaps at this time, or have been, or people that you're finding scary, or energies that you're feeling uncomfortable around, I just want you to just take some deep breaths and just let that go now. So try not to get too sort of caught up or focused into that right now. Just breathe. I really want you to relax. And you don't need to have there's no need to direct this energy during these healings. There's no need to say, right, I want it to go here or there, because as I said, that the energy itself knows where it needs to go. It has a consciousness of itself. It will find the route. And in this case, the energy itself will find where your frequency needs to be raised, whether it's on a physical level, perhaps an emotional level, a mental level. Perhaps your thoughts have become dark and toxic and need to be, raised up. You need to be reminded perhaps of the power of being positive. Or it could be that something karmic is happening that you may have absolutely no idea about. Karma often is something that's going on, not exactly in the background, but it's something that we consciously aren't aware of. And so the healing will go there if that's what needed. We'll work into those Akashic records to try and really heal anything that needs to be gone now. So you just need to relax. That's step one. I just want you to really, really relax. Deep breaths. You could open yourself up to receiving these energies now. If you'd like to, just repeat this short statement in your mind or out loud. I am willing and open to receive sacred angelic light for my healing, to release anything that no longer serves me, to transmute any dark or negative energies that I have picked up from others, and to release and transmute any negative or toxic energies within myself that are no longer serving me at this time. I am open and willing to receive light from Archangel Metatron through the geometries to raise my frequency into light, into love, bringing awareness now to your heart space, to Anahata. Bringing awareness into your heart and connecting to that vibration of love, the highest frequency or vibration on this planet. Perhaps thinking of something that makes you really be able to connect with love in your heart. Perhaps thinking of a person or a thing, a pet, even a place, someone who's here with us, or perhaps someone who's passed. Or just feeling if you have a spiritual practice and you connect spiritually to the divine, or any guru that really helps you to connect to that sensation of love in your heart. I just want you to really think of that now and really try to feel love. A real pure love now, not a toxic love that we often find within humanity, those kinds of controlling or manipulative loves but real, true, pure love, love that you would feel for your child, that innocence of real, pure love. I want you to breathe that love into your heart, divine love from Source. And we're going to hold an intention that love is the focus of our healing tonight. That love is where this healing energy is coming from. And nothing that exists beyond that frequency, below that frequency of love, will be a part of this angelic light bath tonight. Nothing that resides below that frequency of pure, unconditional, blissful, beautiful, divine love. That heals all. If you're finding it difficult to connect into that love sensation this evening, that's fine. Please don't worry. Sometimes if we're feeling very, very stressed, we're going through a really hard time, or you're suffering with any kind of trauma, then it can be really hard to feel that. So don't worry, I'm doing it for you. And then come back to just being able to relax. Really important now to relax and let go. So again, any stories in the mind, any thoughts that are busy, just let them go now. Just really let them go and try and just be here and just feel your body on the surface that you're sitting or lying on. Just feel the body sinking through the hips, through the legs, through the back, through the arms, through the head. Like the whole body is taking a big out breath. The whole body is taking a big sigh to let go. And just a sense of heaviness in the body now. And if you're feeling tired, if you've been feeling drained today, and just feel that you can allow all of that dense, heavy energy just to release through the body now. Feel it melting through the body. So I'm just going to take a moment as you all just focus to your breath and into that releasing heavily through the body. I'm just going to take a moment to just really tune in and bring you all into the light container now, Metatron's light container. I'm just going to invite you all in. No need to be actively involved in any of this process. Just breathe and feel yourself beginning to be bathed in light. And just take a moment in silence now just to bring you all in. Good. So Metatron always starts just by scanning through. Imagine it a little bit like a giant light scanner that just moves around your body up and down very slowly, working through your chakras, working through your physical and energy bodies, your auras, just to release any initial negativities or toxic energies from you, from your field. So as we're working with that light scan, that first scan, I'm just going to guide you into a little body scan so that you can you can relax even more deeply now. So I want you to take your awareness down into your feet and into your toes and just let go. Right foot, left foot. And then let go into your ankles. And as you relax the feet and toes, just feeling there's a glow there. There's a glow in the feet up into the ankles. And relaxing up through the calves and shins. Feeling that glow moving up from your ankles up into your knees, relaxing at your knees, feeling that glow there within the knees and the kneecaps. Moving up through the thighs, feeling that glow in your thighs. Relaxing your groin, your lower belly and your hips, your sit bones, feeling that glow there within the cavity of the hips and the lower belly. And feeling that relaxation, that letting go through the whole of the back, from the base, vertebra by vertebra, up into your neck. Feeling that glow in your back, feeling there's a warmth, like a light in your back, a warm light. Feel that up through the front of the body now as well, from your lower abdomen all the way up through the navel, under the ribs, up through the chest, upper chest, into the collarbone, tops of the shoulders, just feeling that warm glow within you now, within the abdomen and the chest, as if everything's just feeling a nice warm sensation. And then feeling that down the arms, from the shoulders down the upper arms into the elbows, feeling that glow in the upper arms, down through the forearms into the wrists, feeling that glow in the forearms, down into your hands, your fingers and thumbs, feeling that glow in the right hand and the left hand. And then just feel that drawing back up your arms into your neck. Feel that relaxation in your throat. And feel it in the whole of the head, feel it in the skull. Feel that warmth around the back of the head. You might feel a tingling sensation at the top of the head. And then really focus to feel that warmth, like there's a light shining on your face now, like the sun. There's a warmth across the forehead as you just let go across forehead, eyebrows, eyes and temples, cheeks and nose, relaxing, just feeling that glow across the mouth, the chin, the jaw and the ears. Taking a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, sighing, and feel the whole body is sighing with you. Letting go, letting go. Take another of those, a deep breath in. And an exhale, just letting go, letting go. Wonderful. So I am now going to leave you just in silence, just to enjoy this healing, this light bath. I'm going to be working through your energies, individually and collectively, all of you receiving. And the next time you hear my voice, I'll be asking you to come back. If you fall asleep, that's absolutely fine. Don't feel you have to stay conscious and aware enough to hear me again. If you're just resting, you can stay exactly where you are. There's no need to come back. So enjoy this light, enjoy this healing. So just becoming aware of any sensations you're feeling in your body. Anything at all that you're noticing or experiencing, any sensations. Feeling that glow within and around your body again now. And just becoming aware of that rainbow of beautiful, brilliant light within each of your chakra centers. So just becoming aware of each, the base, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown, and the beautiful rainbow colours of red, orange, yellow, green, beautiful blue, indigo, and that violet flame at the crown, white gold energy at the crown. Metatron's just completing this light bath, this healing, by just moving the geometries through the chakra centers. It's really bringing them into a brilliant, brilliant diamond light of rainbow colour through you. And helping to clear and eliminate all toxic energies from your chakras. Anything you've picked up, anything that you're holding within yourself. And a lot of these dark energies are very ancient energies connected to the earth, as well as what we pick up in our environment. And the ego, what the ego produces within ourselves. And none of us are immune to this. Just because we're experiencing dark energies within doesn't make us any less of a person, doesn't make us less spiritual or less of a yogi, or if you're working with energy, doesn't make you less of a healer. It's just a part of life. Our ancestors would have had the tools, the rituals, the ceremonies to release these energies, working with them throughout the year. So just feeling that you don't need to repress or shame yourself for anything that you've picked up or anything that you're holding within. And just feeling that you can release shame or blame of yourself and instead turn that into a positive awakening and a remembering of how you can release, how it is possible to release and raise your own frequency into light on a daily basis. And Metatron reminds us during this meditation, during this healing, that we can raise our own frequency out of deep, dense darkness. We can do that. Just as the seed pokes its head above the earth as the sun shines, or the lotus flower blooms in the dark, dank, dirty water. Just as the sun always shines, no matter how long the dark, dense, thunderous clouds remain in the sky, we can always find our frequency of light. And again, no shaming or blaming of ourselves when we are in a dark place. Just as day needs night, we need to sometimes spend that time in hiding in darkness. And then we can really feel that bliss, that joy when we start to re-emerge, when we feel those glimmers of light. So hopefully you're all feeling those glimmers of light within you now as we come towards the end of this healing. And just remembering it's really important just to really honour those moments when we do feel connected to love and to light. Really honour them, even if they're just brief, even if they're just glimmers. Just to honour that hope that comes with having a sense of light pouring onto us. A little bit like the hope that comes in spring. We can think of that now as we're heading into autumn here in the UK. Thinking about those dark nights ahead and that blissful feeling when that energy changes in spring. It's similar when we've been in our dark places inside. But we all know that that dark time is also a time to rest, to retreat, to pull back in, to become introspective, to work on ourselves, look at our shadows. And then when we are finally, and there's never a rush, when we are finally ready to re-emerge, we can bloom just like the flowers in spring, bloom as the sun begins to shine warmly again. Yes, I just want you to, if you're coming back, I just want you to start to feel your body. If you're not coming back, please just tune out of my voice now. Just tuning out. If you're coming back, just going to start to breathe more deeply into the fingers and toes. And then perhaps just start to move the body, just gently moving the fingers and toes. We're giving them a wiggle. That's rolling out the ankles and wrists. Just gently waking up the body and then perhaps stretching out the arms and legs. And then if you're on your back, you might like to hug in your knees and then roll to your right side. If you're sitting, you might just like to sit up a little bit and roll the shoulders, perhaps release the neck. Keep your eyes closed a little bit longer. And then if you're coming up to sit, just come up to sit and bring the hands together at your heart. Just take a moment just to connect back into the heart space. And Metatron always likes to give us something like a little task to take away, just to keep the energy flowing for the rest of the evening into tomorrow for as long as you wish. And tonight is just simply just to come back, perhaps write it down to remind yourself, just come back to that recalling love throughout the rest of the evening into tomorrow. Just coming to just to close your eyes or take a pause and breathe and drop into your heart and really think of something that helps you connect to that vibration of love, to that frequency of love. It could be anything. It could be a thought of beautiful flowers. It could be the thought of a gorgeous beach where you once went and you just felt truly in love with the earth and with life. That's what it's really about. It's about being in love with life, so that no matter what is happening around us, whether love is with us in a human form or whether it's gone, whether it's coming or going, can still feel that love that is the essence of life, that's all around us all the time. Good. So from there, we're just going to lower the chin slightly and blink the eyes open towards the fingertips. And then lift your head up when you're ready. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I hope you're all feeling okay. Enjoyed that. It was very beautiful again this evening. Always something different happening each time I come to work with these energies with Metatron, particularly on these light baths. Yeah, really beautiful. What I was, the geometries I was seeing tonight were just absolutely stunning with the chakras and the light he was bringing in. And often we get the dragons. The dragons were back. There were two tonight. Breathing that. They always breathe this white fire. They were breathing this beautiful white fire into your energies, just to breathe out any sort of dark energies that you've picked up ever, karmically, that were really, really strong. And then the beautiful, it's like a flower of life, but it's like it's not, flower of life you often see flat. This is like a sort of a 3D flower of life that, it's just gorgeous. I've never seen one. I've never seen one available to buy, a 3D flower of life. I don't even know if it's possible. It's sort of quite magical, isn't it? But yeah, perhaps someone will make one day. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous, everyone. I really hope you all enjoyed it. So feel free to unmute and let me know how you're doing, how you're feeling. I will press, I'll just press pause on the recording so we're private.